All right. I read this one the other day. This is a story about a kidney transplant. All right. As an illegal immigrant, I guess it's Jorge or George, Jorge. I'm going to call him Jorge. Maricel waited 8 years for a kidney transplant he feared would never come. I'm reading from the Chicago Tribune here. His persistence paid off Thursday when he underwent the procedure at Loyola University Medical Center. After years of uncertainties, now remind you, this guy is illegally in the country, not even supposed to be here, okay? And mind you, yes, there are plenty of U.S. citizens waiting for transplants. After years of uncertainties, Maricel said he's excited about his future and grateful for the help he received, but he remains frustrated with the healthcare system that he worries might leave an untold number of illegal immigrants in need of life-saving treatments. Quote, "Why can't we be treated the same?" he asked while sitting in his free hospital room. "Healthcare should be a human right, not a privilege. At least give us a chance to fight for our lives with dignity." Sorry, I had to lean over. My camera's blocking things here. Okay? Now listen to this. What an ungrateful bitch. I'm sorry. This is just downright disgusting. I'm not opposed to helping people, but there are plenty of our own citizens in this country that are waiting. And for this guy to get, for him to get fast track, you know what? There should never, ever, 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 ever be an illegal get a transplant in this country. Ever. Okay? It sounds cold-blooded, but it's not. You know why? Because that kidney could have gone to somebody else who legally was residing in this country. Period. Mr. Jorge, you want a damn organ? Go back to your country of origin and get in line. You know what? I'm a little pissed off. See, me personally, this is where I get mad because let me scoot this over here. Loyola, look, university, granted. I know some people are going to say, well, it didn't cost you anything. Yeah, no, it does. Okay? Not only did they, give this guy a huge gift for being in our country illegally, but they took those things from a U.S. citizen that was waiting for a transplant. Furthermore, they were able to pay for this transplant because I'm sure they're receiving money from the government, hence the taxpayer, because the government does not get its own money. They take it from the taxpayer. So taxpayers paid for a person who's not even supposed to be in the country in the first place to have a kidney transplant. Do we not have enough people needing kidney transplants that we have to import kidney transplant recipients? Really? Is this what do we not have enough poverty here that we need to be importing other people's poverty here? This is what's going on. This is what redistribution of wealth is. This is sickening. And people, all you idiots, you morons, you abject retards that voted for Obama again after knowing what kind of an inept fool and buffoon and tyrant that he is. Because why? He was giving you a little bit of sugar. If you guys don't understand, you know what? Did you not hear about the new regulations that are popping in place? Yeah, guess what? Kidneys and organs and stuff like that, they don't go to people who've been on the waiting list the longest now. No. The government shall have none of that because they're going to go to people who will get the, quote, most use out of it. What does that mean exactly? Well, all you idiots that are, say, 25, 30, 35, 40, that we just voted for Obama because he's hip and cool and he dances on Ellen DeGeneres' show. Hee-haw. Yeah, we voted for him. He's hip and cool and trendy. Well, guess what? You ain't. Oh, yeah, ding. Exactly. The government is now going to give that to someone who's younger than you. You might have been on a transplant list for 10 years, but if someone who's 18 years old pops up on a transplant list and's been there a week, they're going to get it before you. Because you know why? They'll get more use out of the kidney than you. Okay? You know what more use means? They're going to be able to pay more taxes for a longer period of time than your dumb wastoid ass for voting for this fool Obama. again. Do you guys not get this? You just want, yet this is the problem. You idiots, you assholes that voted for him again, this is as far as you look ahead of things. This is what you look at right here. As long as you're getting your sugar and you getting your little government cheese like the rats that you are, you don't give a damn what happens 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road. You don't care. You know what? You're going to be sitting there 65 years old. Well, yeah, wondering why you can't retire because they had to raise the retirement age to 70 or 72 by the time you get to. You'll never get your Social Security because you voted for an ignorant prick. And I'm sorry, I'm saying it like it is. I'm flying off the handle. You voted for the fool, and he's broke this, and he don't give a damn. He's always going to have his government kickback. Let's hear. He's going to get money for retiring from the Illinois Senate. Nice little package. He's going to get retirement funds from being a U.S. Senator, and he's getting a retirement from being the United States President. That man's going to be raking in close. Well, I'll bet you it's, with perks and everything else, I bet you it's upwards of $1 million a year. Okay? Yeah, that's what you've given him. What are you going to get? You're going to get the bill, idiot. He's sitting there doling out that sugar to you, and you're like, this sugar sure tastes good. I love it. Keep it coming, sugar daddy. You know what? You're just another slave with a different massa. That's what it is. You're just working on a government plantation for the massa. And that's what it is. And he's going to give you that sugar. And when your teeth are out of your head, he's going to hand the bill to your kids and grandkids. What kind of bastard does that? You know what? Get off your dumb, lazy asses and go do something. I'm sick and tired of these stupid, absolutely stupid comparisons when they say, we need to reform welfare. What? You want people to starve? You want people to be homeless? Why is it it's either have a home that they're in or no home at all? They were talking about a single mom with 2 kids up in Pennsylvania, makes $29,000 a year. She's better off making $29,000 and getting all the government benefits than she is if she went out and got a job paying $59,000 a year. Are you kidding me? $30,000 a year in benefits? Where's her incentive to get off her ass and go be more than what she is? Why should anyone go out and work? What's going to happen when they can't take any more from the producers to redistribute to those who are in the status quo? Have you thought about that? Are you that really lazy and unmotivated? Are you that damn lazy that you will sit there and be talked down to like that by the government? Really? Look, no one's opposed to some temporary help to help people get by. But unemployment is paid for 26 weeks. And you contribute that and your employer contributes to that. That's 26 weeks. We got people out there 99 weeks. Okay? That's a benefit not paid for. We can't afford that. But back to this guy, this illegal. He should not even be in the country. Think about this. As an American citizen, okay, if you went on, I live here in Kansas. Down in Wichita, we have an Air Force base, McConnell Air Force Base. My brother worked in the Air Force at McConnell. That's where he was stationed. And he'll tell you this firsthand. If I enter that base illegally, okay, if I sneak under the fence, okay, they're going to come hunt my ass down. And you know what they're going to do to me when they catch me? They're going to first of all, they're going to face plant me. And they're going to have, at least 2 guys with M16s pointed at the back of my head. Okay? Then I'm pretty much going to go to prison. Okay? That's pretty much what's going to happen. As a U.S. citizen going on to a United States base. Okay? But you've got someone who's not even supposed to be in the country. Okay? They they broke into the country. Went under the fence, crossed the river, they did something. Smuggled themselves in a box. I don't care. They got in here illegally. And when you do that, what do you have to do? Oh, you have to evade law enforcement. Yeah. Go ahead, run from a cop. When you commit a crime, run from a cop. See what happens. You get charged with a felony. Well, entering the country. Oh, and by the way, if you break onto a military base, the reason why you go to prison, because that's a felony. Well, you break into the country. Apparently, that's just a misdemeanor. But you're evading law enforcement. To me, that should bump it up to a felony. When you are defrauding the taxpayer by taking money that you're not entitled to and education you're not entitled to, you're defrauding the taxpayer. You're a felon. You're evading law enforcement. You're a felon. And how do we reward felons? We put them in the line and take organs from United States citizens so that we have our own citizens die. Yeah, that's what we do now. You know, 10% people, 10% of, well, at least 10% now of Mexico's population lives illegally in the United States. Think about that number, 10%. These people are such hard workers, Mexico doesn't even want them back. What does that tell you? They're so hardworking. Mexico, no, no bueno, no bueno. They don't want them back. Why? Because they don't want to have to care for them. So they export their poverty. And apparently, we're now in the importation of poverty because our inner cities aren't impoverished enough. Folks, this needs to be a wake-up call. You ought to call Loyola University. You ought to find out what money they receive from the government and say, the hell with that. And mark my words, this guy, he ain't done sucking on the government tit. He's going to get care, Medicare, Medicaid. He's going to get follow-up treatment. He's going to get it all. You know what? And he doesn't have to pay a lick for it. This is the problem we got here. Damn it. Call your, and this includes, and listen, I'm a conservative guy. And there's, some conservatives I like. I like Marco Rubio. But he is dead 100% wrong on immigration. We don't need a single damn reform. Okay? We have an immigration system, a legal immigration system. Okay? I can't help but think, his Hispanic heritage is somehow persuading him, or influencing him on that. He's a good man, but he's dead wrong on this. You do not need Ronald Reagan gave amnesty to 3 million illegals in 1986 on the promise that Democrats would clamp down on it. And what did we get? 15 million more illegals. Okay? We don't have, what we have, we don't need immigration reform. We need enforcement. We need to remove the mechanisms for these Jorge Mariscals from coming here. When they'll be told there is no medical care for you, there is no social benefits, there is no education, there are no jobs, they won't come here. They don't come here because they love this country. They'll say they do because they want to stay and keep eating at the buffet. But if they love the country, they would respect our laws. They would immigrate legally and take the time and learn what needs to be learned to come here legally. Many people do that every year. This is a great country, and we ought not just be giving it away for free. There's a process. Respect the process. You do it legally, all the blessings this country has are yours. You do it illegally, we're going to punch you out of this country. We're going to treat you like the lawbreaker that you are. That's how things need to happen. The only way we have strong neighbors, Canada and Mexico, is if America's strong. That's how you do it. Okay? And we don't get a strong America when we're importing the poverty and we're importing people that are dependent on the government. They're going to vote for people that are going to keep them dependent on the government. Now, I want that to sink in. These people vote for those who are going to keep them dependent. What does that mean? The people who are giving them the sugar. The people that are giving them free stuff. AKA Democrats. And in coming to an election near you, it sounds like the damn GOP is going to start doing the same thing as well. There's going to come a time and a point where there's not going to be enough, well, there isn't enough money. We're seeing it. Okay? The government is borrowing more and more and more, and they're printing. When you print money, it makes your dollars worth less. They'll print more money, put more money out there, but your dollar is worth less. And what we mean by that is, if you go to buy a gallon of milk and say it's $3 a gallon now, well, when you put a bunch more currency out there, the price of everything goes up. You may have more cash in your hand, but the price of milk goes to $4 or $5 a gallon. Bread goes to $2 a loaf. Canned goods are now $1.50. Okay, this is what happens. You don't have any more money. It's a mirage. It's an illusion. So, folks, listen to what I'm saying. I'm in the same country as you are. Okay, and I acknowledge everyone's going to need some help from time to time, but you can't keep people on a perpetual state of welfare. Okay, you can't keep them dependent on that. You can't keep. It's. I hate equating people to this, but there's a reason why your parents told you don't feed a stray dog. Yeah, the dog's hungry, but what happens when you feed a stray dog? It sticks around. It never goes away. And that's what's happening here. You know, I'm not equating human beings as animals, but they act like animals. When you feed them, aka giving them free stuff, they're going to stick around and hope the free stuff keeps coming. Can't do it. We can't afford it. People are going to have to start going without. If you have someone, living in a decent house, and they lose their job, well, you know what? It's not going to be our job to keep them in that house. They may have to move to an apartment. So there's nothing wrong with downsizing. All right, folks. We just got to have people held accountable. We need to get the message out there. And, I hope you find some value in what I'm saying. So thanks for watching.